Good morning, friends.
That was enthusiastic.
It was. Toby sits in the background. I wonder who they're talking to.
Introductions, Carol.
So today, I'm going to be Carol from Gay and Carol, and she'll be Gay from Gay and Carol. I have the steering wheel as per normal, and Gay has her notebook and maps as per normal.
And Toby?
Toby's in the background, panting away. He's pretty good today. He's a bit more settled, which is nice, but he'll still pant and want window. Guarantee it.
And let's do the weather report first.
What about... Thank you. So it's a nice day. It's 18 on the dash. It's time for the window to go down. Toby wants to stick his head out because it's so nice. It's partly overcast, would you say? It's overcast-ish. It's a nice day though. It's mild, and even though I've got a jumper on, it's a pleasant day. It was a fresh morning again, but not too fresh. Not like we've had over some other days.
And we are travelling to Cobar.
That we are.
So it's pretty much one straight long road. No chance of a Mapcident, even though I do have the maps going. No chance of a Mapcident today. So I think we're now 2 for 2. No Mapcidents.
2 with and 2 without.
Yeah. There is a lot of where were we on? We're on the Kidman Highway.
The Kidman Way.
The Kidman Way.
Yes. It's not a highway. It's called the Kidman Way.
Notes. We're on the Kidman Way.
We've hit red dirt.
Oh no. Is that a goat?
Gary on the side of the road. Get off, Gary. All right, there's 2 Garys, one either side for a challenge. There we go. You just take your time, buddy. No need to rush. Hey, look at the little one. Black. Oh no, better move. Car hurties.
Well done, everybody. Well done.
Gary.
That's Gary the goat, if he didn't know.
Catch on.
So we've seen on the Kidman Way, we've seen quite a few goats.
And a lot of Garys.
Last night we stayed at the Mount Hope Common. Yes, we did. It was the pub.
Next to the Mount Hope pub.
The common behind the pub. So they have good facilities there and cold beer.
It's a nice pub.
All day meals, coffees. Oh.
Skippy no make it.
Oh. And what else did they have? You can pay...
Feed. You can have a food. You got showers.
Yeah, all day meals. I think the meals all day might be pizzas, and then they do other meals of an evening. They have quite a few workers in the area staying there, so they've got little dongers.
You want to say that right, but yeah, they're called dongers. Not dingers. That's different.
How do you know?
I heard a rumour.
Anyhow, so yes, we're on the Kidman Way.
It's a lonely road.
We call it the Lonely Road. It's a lot of nothing. However, it's a very popular road, busy road going north and south.
It's either trucks or caravans. There's not a lot of other.
Yeah. Follow this north and you get to Burke, and then beyond that, Cunnamulla.
I want to say that right too.
and then going south, I think, pretty sure because we don't have internet out here, so I'm not able to research, and I'm not changing my maps because we do not want a Mapcident. So, and to the south, it starts at Jerilderie, the place where the lolly shop wasn't open.
Not scarred. But I feel like yesterday was the day we hit dirt, as in the red dirt. So the colour of your soil changed. Skippy didn't make it there either. Your plants, all your vegetation and that's different now. You've got a lot of more. We think they've had decent drop of rain up here, because it's not as barren as we've seen it before. We travelled, the first time I came on the Kidman Way, we were going to the Big Red Bash the first time. So I'd never been inland of Australia like that, and I don't
Neither
even done.
of us. I
you?
have. I
Yeah.
had. Yeah.
You've done everything. Anyway, the difference in landscaping from area to area and stuff like that just fascinates me. But up here, it's absolutely magnificent. Your sunsets are different, your sunrises, not that I see many of them. But yeah, the colour of the dirt, all the trees around. Look, an hotel.
Wonder what an hotel is.
I don't know. It might be similar to a hotel or a motel. Oh, Gary. Yeah, so it looks like if I had to hazard a guess, I'd say there's a lot of almost like Melaleuca understory and pines around. There's heaps of utes. It's quite interesting.
Have we seen the sticky pecker evidence?
The sticky pecker evidence is a mistletoe. It's a flower pecker, mistletoe flower pecker. So we call him the sticky pecker dotted bird. We'll tell you about it one day when we see a bit more mistletoe. There's not a lot around, to be fair, but no. I don't know if I'd know a sticky pecker bird if I saw one. They're actually a flower pecker. I can't believe you get me to call them a sticky pecker. It's wrong on so many levels.
And sticky because?
Him have sticky dot and you have to get the seed off his dot. Moving on.
Always amusing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If
What
we see,
about
go on.
the understory? We did pass an area, a bit like now, those trees. The pine trees, I think the goats like.
I think any tree they like. It's not so much around here, but back there, there's like a height.
Yeah.
Yeah. You look through and everything's even because they can only reach so far.
A bit like to the right-hand side just now.
Little bit, yeah.
Where the sheep are. Was it Sean?
Sean sounds like Gary. But they're different. Sean be a sheep, Gary be a goat.
And we've seen lots of firewood around that we'd like to stop and collect. We've got no room.
No. Bit limited on space.
Jaco.
New set.
Kokoda. We've got a bit of an intersection here.
They have. Righty-tighty to Nymagee and Condabolan.
Oh, we've been to Condabolan.
We have.
We went there last year.
We did. We stayed there.
They've got the utes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the paddock, at the information centre, sort of, wasn't it?
Yes.
Anyway, we're not going there.
No,
we're going to Cobar.
There's a bit of a kink in the road. We do a bit of a righty and a lefty. Just a slight.
Notice there's no fluff at the side of the road, from the cotton or anything.
Gary, though.
Yeah, plenty of Garys, and Gary's kids are loitering around. See what I did there? Because they're called kids.
And the first part, before we got to Mount Hope, they've graded a lot of the area, so they've been doing quite a bit of works along the Kidman Highway.
Yeah.
Way.
Kidman Way, yes.
Jaco.
You can't say it when it's on ya. It's cheating.
Yeah, like all these trees to the left, where the goats can reach, it's all, there's no foliage. Somebody's been hoovering it up.
It's not as prominent as what it was further back, ironically.
Yeah.
We'll find somewhere, don't you worry.
So we're thinking that a lot of the traffic going in the opposite direction, how we always say that everybody seems to be going in the opposite direction, they are going in the opposite direction.
Well, they would
think that they're going to the Monday Bash.
A percentage of them, definitely.
A percentage of them will be, because it starts in a few days. So if you're watching this in a year, it would have passed by a lot of days.
Be coming up to the next one.
Look, there's one that we could have stopped at.
Yeah. Oh well. We did no harm.
No.
And then there's no trees. It's so sparse on trees on the right, it's phenomenal. They've felled a lot. I wonder why.
Yeah, so do you know what the little native grasses are on the side? Or
I can't really. I'd say some of them would be poa, just your common poa. I think it's, I was going to say Poa siberiana, but it's not. Poa annua, but see, Poa I don't think's Poa annua is not indigenous. I can't remember. I think it's Poa siberiana. Can't remember. But there'd be all sorts of stuff out there. We know there's Bindi and stuff like that, or the 4 jacks or whatever they are.
3 jacks.
3 jacks. I don't know where the 4th came from.
Toby managed to find one at the Common last night.
Yes, only the one. We saw a snake yesterday.
Dead.
We think.
That's the best kind of snake. Some might disagree with it.
Gary!
Oh, Gary.
No, don't run. Just stay. It scares me when they run around.
They do have fences along here. Sometimes they will say no fences.
Yes. Sometimes they're on the wrong side of the fence, unlike us. On the right side of the fence. New age.
Kokoda. Atlantic.
Got a wave though.
Yeah. Got a wave?
Toby window. If you haven't watched any of our driving videos, we do apologise for the wind on, wind off, wind off, wind on, because Toby has window down, window up, window down. So we'll do our best to talk up when it's down and not as much when it's up.
Talk down when it's up.
There's another pullover spot.
Yeah.
Jayco. Come on.
Coramal.
Goldstream. It's the second one I've seen today.
Yes, so there is a lot of traffic going the other way. And at the Common last night, we slept on the main road. Well, not quite, on the Kidman Way. We were only a few feet off it. And how was the truck noise?
Wasn't too bad. Definitely heard a bit of truck noise. I was probably more fascinated. It sounded like a car and a caravan. I could be wrong going through it, I don't know, 3 o'clock this morning. But each to their own.
Yes. We pulled in later than what we would normally want yesterday. Oh, Sean.
Sean on his own. He's legging it. Oh. Don't let him see me. I go hide.
Gary.
Sean's been knocking around with Gary. That's not going to end well. Wonder what a sheep and a goat.
We're not going there.
Okay.
We don't want to start something.
Shoot.
Lots of firewood, lots of firewood.
Plenty of firewood.
So there was an area back further, just red dirt, that looked quite, if it was wet, you wouldn't be driving in it. No. So our plan originally when we left was to go to Cameron's Corner.
Oh, when we left home.
Way back when.
Yeah,
that was our original
day.
plan. And then, as we spoke about in the last video that we did, the driving video, we spoke about the Legends for Charity a little bit. And because of the Legends for Charity, we had a little bit of a catch up with all of them, or some of them. And then we thought, we'll just go north to get to some warmth. And as we've been looking at stuff, they've had a lot of rains up here recently, the same as when we were on the, where were we on? The
Sturt?
Flinders.
Yeah, the Sturt Highway, I think.
Sturt Highway. When we were out there, there a lot of rains as well, and a lot of the roads are closed. So we were hoping to go to some Outback. What do you call it? Outback? Outback to me is like when you don't see anything, but this is like back at Burke, Outback.
Outbackish.
Outbackish? Yeah. And yeah, a lot of the roads are closed. So it's been quite the challenge to find out what roads are open and what roads are closed.
Yeah, we're working through it. So we just put a plan in place and we just go, well, we'll go there for now and we'll spend a bit of time here and there or there and here and around and about, and then we'll move on and we check out the roads before we move on. This is the first year we've probably put so much effort into checking out roads. We've never felt the need, I suppose. We've never worried too much about it, whereas now we're probably we're educating Gary on the wrong side of the fence, educating ourselves better for looking into roads that are closed and stuff. But we also know, like New South Wales, southern Queensland and northern Queensland, Central Australia, stuff like that have just been smashed with horrendous, like the Birdsville track, they're putting in barges to get traffic through, part for just the industry, as well as I think for the Birdsville races they might be doing their best to open the track to get people through for the races to keep that going in. They were lucky this year they didn't have the big red bash as such. Well, they did, but they had a tiny one. So, all good.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about yesterday, where they fell from a fence, whether it's because they put the fence line in.
To the left-hand side?
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose you can't see me.
Lots of firewood.
Yes. Gidgee. Which is, I reckon there'd be some Gidgee around.
Yeah, Gidgee's well known around the Burke area.
It's good wood.
Good wood. We like
Ed's got good wood. So I've heard.
I don't know where that came from, but anyway.
Wood. He'll think it. Anyway, window down.
Staying away from them.
As do I.
So, where did we stay? We've stayed in Deniliquin. And where else did we stay? It's
After
only
Deniliquin.
after Deniliquin.
We stayed at
Hey. Oh, that's right. Hey. If you haven't seen our travel day vlog,
Hey.
going to Mount Hope. Yes, it was our first time doing a travel vlog, so we're learning and we're seeing how we go with stuff. Just like these travel day videos, driving with Gay and Carol.
Goats. Left.
And what about over there?
And right. Goats to the left of me. Goats to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
Okay, so, and our destination has changed a few times from where we were going. Originally we were thinking Cameron's Corner and Yower. Now we're thinking maybe, then we were thinking Outback pubs or rural pubs. Now we're thinking maybe we'll just go to some springs. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're still going to work through it.
Yeah. Yeah. So we didn't really, I suppose when we sort of took off, we're sort of like, what can we do? What roads are open? Where can we go?
Well, when we took off from home, our intention was to go to Cameron's Corner initially.
We still hope to get there.
Yeah, we may.
Yeah. Depending on how the weather goes. If the weather's nice to us and the roads open up, we'll be good. They tried to burn that one. It looks like new fencing's gone in.
Very new, yeah.
Yeah.
Keep Gary on one side. Just not sure which side he's meant to be on.
So trucks. There was a lot of trucks last night.
Yeah, there was a few. Yeah.
Yeah. Parked up at the pub.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was overnight, there was a lot of trucks. And how many have we seen this morning?
Heading in, when we stopped for a wee break
Yeah.
and a cup of tea, we saw a few oversized ones. Looked like they had dongers on the back heading the same direction as us. But apart from that, I haven't seen many. We've seen one maybe going the other way.
And a couple, yeah. There seems to be very few trucks.
Yeah.
It's obviously not the time of day that they pass through.
My least favourite time to see a truck is when it's behind me. Because I always feel like I'm holding them up. So
I was going to say, have you got one now? No?
No, just doing my best to just keep an eye, you know. But yeah. I will pull over if possible for a truck. I'd rather them go than me. I don't need to. I'm not in a rush. Anyway.
See all these trees that height? Where all the goats have been eating
Yeah, well,
them?
there's goats up here eating them.
I think they're eating the grass.
They're eating whatever they can. They know to run away at least. They're running in the right direction too.
They've got big horns.
They've got big beards. Beardy goat.
Oh, there's some that are doing the right thing and on the other side of the fence.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's quite a few around.
Not wrong.
Oh, we're coming to a peak.
We are.
Let me check my maps. Okay.
Do you want to see my map?
What? We're driving.
Later?
I can have a look at it here.
Well played.
So, in one of our recent driving vlogs, I'm not going to get this right at all, but alcoholic.
Alcoholic. Alcoholic, like a almanac, I think, but it's a play on words.
Yes. Well played.
Thank you.
3481. Hello, I would like to see more of the landscape. A drone showing aerial views while featuring your rig would be great.
So we had a drone, and the drone worked really well till it parked its ass in a tree that was a lot higher than what we needed it to be. And as far as we know, it's still sitting in that very tree. It is not. Apparently, once it hit tree, it not want to come out.
No. It did well, though, because it turned off, it shut down.
Yeah, it did everything you wanted it to do.
Yeah.
So
there was no chance of go home.
No. So eventually we may invest in another drone, but at this stage, we're droneless.
Yeah.
We're drone deficient.
And this would be a great road.
You're not wrong.
Look how straight it is.
Yep.
Yeah, no chance of hitting a tree. No, you did well to wedge it in between.
It's a skill.
Yeah.
It's a skill.
Yeah. Well, it had to happen eventually. We had near misses, and I think most people that have got a drone have had, a miss or two. Although they've gotten a lot better. I know at work a few years ago, the bloke next door, he was taking his drone out in sort of suburbia, and then I think the Wi-Fi connection or the Bluetooth connection got a bit hazed with everything else, and it just took off. Not to be seen again.
Does happen.
Jayco.
Austrac.
Let's see what it is. Ooh.
Austrac. Woohoo! It's very rare we get one right.
One to you.
Thanks. It's like a side bet. I wonder what I get. We can discuss maps later. Little goatees. Gary.
There's a lot along this road. The first time we came along, we noticed a lot, didn't we?
The first time, I suppose you've sort of.
It was a bit of an eye opener.
Yeah, seeing goats in the wild as such. Yeah, on the lonely road. You're never lonely with goats around, I suppose.
So yes, the drone.
We're drone deficient. Let's just leave it at that.
There's that drone that you shot across the Murray River, the widest part, mind you.
Yeah, and then it did this. I don't know. I can't remember what it was called.
Landing because it was.
It just went to land. I'm like, no, home, and it came home. Unlike the time it wedged itself in a tree. So, if we get a drone again, Gay's in charge of it, controlling it, and I have nothing to do with it. So, I wipe my hands fully of any form of droning, apart from droning on when I talk.
So I suppose the options that we could use, we could get a 360 thingy and a really long pole. That might work. I don't know.
It might.
Yeah. But until we save our money for a drone.
We'll see.
We'll see how we go.
That's all we can do.
Yeah. I'm more shitty because it had the SD card in it.
Such language. Anyway, you have a notebook, I don't. So I can drive. I don't want dead air. We've got to keep the conversation going, otherwise people will just get bored.
All right, well, we spoke about the drone.
Yep.
How's the landscape looking now?
It's a little bit more open. I think there's less. There's not many ukes around, which I think is interesting. There's a lot of
pine or cypress?
Tiny sort of cypressy trees. It's hard to tell. Some of them, I know we have a native cherry that could be out in this area. Can't remember what it is. What is its botanical name? Amazing when you stop gardening how much you forget. But definitely a pine out here.
I don't know what the, what do you call that, elevation is. We didn't look at that before we left.
Forgot. Now we have no internet.
No. Oh, I did get some randomly.
Yeah, so did I, because my watch went off.
Yeah. And then we drive out of it so quickly. So the Kidman Way, it's a rural road, that's what they call it.
It's a funny word, rural.
You think?
Yeah, because of rural.
Rural.
I always feel like you're saying it wrong, rural. Anyway, go on.
It's in the western region of New South Wales. Best described maybe as back of birth. It's 643 kilometres long.
Imagine how long it'd take us to drive that.
I'm sure it says that. It's a bit bumpy to read. The road is designated, it's B87 for those that want to know what number it is. Travels north to south, south to north. It's fully sealed and two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive suitable. Where are we? It's been here for a bloody long time.
Starting to get eucalypts now, just so you know. There's more eucalypts around. Maybe we're higher up, I don't know. Anyway, sorry to interrupt your Kidman Way.
It's a major connection route for a lot of stuff. I know a lot of trucks, even though we haven't seen any, a lot of trucks do use it. And it doesn't tell me what elevation, so we will look that up.
Well, we noticed last night, as we said, the only thing we've really seen on this road is either caravanners or trucks.
Yes.
There's not a lot of in between. There's very few.
Workers.
Oh, yeah, cars and stuff. But we've not seen a lot on the road, to be fair.
Camper
So I
trailer.
reckon they're going to the bash.
Yeah. Monday bash, that is.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
There'll be a
Monday,
few.
just out of Broken Hill, for those who may or may not know.
Yeah. This is pretty much the landscape for quite some time.
Yep.
And what's Cobar known for?
The sign, that's the only thing I know it for.
There's a There's a bloody big sign there. It's a mining town, I think.
Yes, you're right, it is.
Is it gold mining? We've stood there and watched the trucks go in and out the pit.
Yeah, still couldn't tell you whether it is. You have to excuse me, I need to concentrate just a little bit. Road's a bit rough. Or a bit. Believe me, I do concentrate even when I say, like I say then, I need to concentrate. I am concentrating the whole time.
More focused.
Just, yeah, need to focus a bit more. All good.
So
we've
that's
been-
it. Anything else?
Not that I can think of. I was going to say, we've been on the road, what do you think? About 3 weeks? Feels like months. Like, it's
Yeah.
amazing how time flies and it doesn't. So we've been on the road for quite a while. If you've watched any of our previous videos, you sort of understand a bit of where we've been at with things. Gay, would you like to talk about your 75 hard? We did this, Gay did this before we headed out at 75 hard. You probably are the best person. Oh, Toby might have snot or something. And he has less on, because some on my neck. But, yep. One of the things I admire about Gay, I'll start this off, is her strength and her commitment to do things. So one of the things Gay decided to do was a 75 hard before we headed away. So you might want to explain a bit more about what 75 hard is and how you went through doing it. And I can put my little bits in here and there.
Well, so part of it was because it was for us. For those that don't know, we did put a video out. We had a few little issues and we sorted them all out. And as a part of that, I thought I would do the 75 hard. So 75 hard is 75 days, hence the 75 part. And hard because of the following. So it was to read 10 pages of a self-development book every day. It was drinking 3.5 litres of water every day.
That's a lot.
It was taking a photo of yourself every day. Yeah, most people fail on the water part. It was doing 2 lots of exercise, 45 minutes each per day. It was...
One had to be inside and one had to be out. One
Yeah.
could be in. One had to be outside. Sorry.
You could do both outside, but one had to be outside at least. Slowing down for Gary.
Yeah, Gary. I didn't want to hit Gary.
Oh, here comes a truck.
Yeah.
As we were just speaking.
Well
about
done, you.
that.
Look
Yeah.
at you with your skill of notification.
And there's a lot of little floodway
2 trucks.
signs. 2 trucks. And what was the last bit I spoke about?
And you had to follow a food regime. Not
Well-
necessarily a diet, but you had to stick to something consistently without cheat days.
Yeah,
and
no
no
cheat.
alcohol.
No alcohol, no cheat days. So I did the basics of keto
Well, she started with
Ish.
keto.
diet, where it should basically no sugars, no carbs, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, so how long do you reckon you were into it? Maybe
I
a
think
couple of weeks?
halfway. Yeah, halfway through I changed to carnivore. And I would have to say I enjoyed the carnivore a lot more than the keto.
From the cook's point of view, and I'm the cook at home, the carnivore was a lot easier because it was literally what meat do you want. We had a few hit and miss. I made a dessert. We can't remember what it was. I should have looked it up. It was like a cheesecake, which was all right, but I think it was just too rich on one flavour. But generally it was just, even mince I think was not great for you. So we learnt that you had to have high quality meat. So we got good meats, good cuts, everything like that. Poor Gary didn't make it. And also...
You're not sleeping?
He could have been sunbathing. I never thought of that. Well done you. Makes me feel better. Yeah, so the carnivore was easier for me. So I didn't stick to I just stuck to what I wanted because I personally, and there's no criticism towards Gay on what she went with, I was dubious. Let me just start again. I was dubious about Gay going on the carnivore because it was just meat and I felt that she wasn't going to get fibres and everything like that. And we spoke to our GP about it as well, and he was all for it. He was quite encouraging, would you say, to Gay staying on the carnivore. You lost weight, you felt better within yourself, and it was easy for me, as I said, from a cooking point of view. One thing I had to learn to make was called butter bites.
Nommy.
All they are is you buy a block of decent butter. I was using, I think, Westgold. Melt it down into a pot and it bubbles and it gets like a foam on top.
A foam?
Yeah, foam. A foam on top, and it sort of browns off a bit. You get quite a heavy sediment in the bottom, and then you just put it into like silicone molds, put it in the fridge and just let it set. So it's like boiling butter, then letting it reset, and then they come out in we'll call them bites, hence the word butter bite. The butter being the product and the bite being what you have. So, and you quite like them. We've brought some with us.
We put them in a strawberry silicone mould.
Yeah.
And they look like little strawberries, but they're not. They're butter bites.
Yes. So that's my input on it. Now the rest of it's how you felt about doing it, I suppose, and how it affected or how it improved maybe your mental health and stuff too.
Road train. And workman.
Gay gets distracted easily.
Yes, so part of it was because of the struggles that we had. So it wasn't just for losing weight. Part of the 75 hard was also about forming habits. So habits that would help us out. Part of the habits that ended up being created were going for a walk, although we've not been great at being able to organise that with both of us since we've been travelling. It's been a bit hit and miss.
And without using Toby as an excuse, it's definitely added a different element in as much as Toby's not traveling. He's getting older, so we can't. It's harder to go for a decent walk. We've got to be mindful of him.
Yeah.
So, anyway, sorry.
So that's been one of the things that while we're travelling is how do we incorporate some of the habit side of it into the travelling side of it, because you get caught up in I suppose what you're comfortable with and what you like, reverting back to having a block of chocolate, between us.
In a city.
Anyhow, so the drinking of the water was the hardest thing, but I did get into a good habit with that. Not that I've had as much while we've been travelling. Cup of tea is my advice.
Yeah, and you really pulled back on that. You end up, I think you learnt to appreciate coffee. You had your green coffee stuff, which is meant to be really good for you.
Yeah, green coffee's much better for you.
Green beans or something.
Yeah, so I quite enjoy that now. It would have to be my favourite, although we haven't done the cowboy coffee yet. So we've been seasoning the pot. We haven't had another opportunity to put the pot on a fire.
No,
and boil the heck out of coffee.
we'll get there.
We'll get there. We've bought grinds and everything with us to trial it out and see how we go with it. But I do like the green coffee. So the other, I suppose part of that is I do like the creamy milk too. So the creamy milk and tea
With cream on top.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, he's got a limp.
Oh no, limpy goat.
Gimp? And I realised what I was going to say, sorry.
And yeah, see, all these trees have been raised up with the goats.
They have.
Now these ones,
Yeah,
you can see.
you're right. So from a mental health point of view, you felt that you benefited from it?
Yes, so obviously with the habits, going for a walk, when I went for my walks I listened to audio books, so I suppose I doubled up on that. And then I had the self-help book. So the first one that I read was The Unexpected Joy of Being Sober. It was about not drinking, and not sure how you define whether you've got a drinking problem or not a drinking problem, but I read it just for the sake of reading the book and just getting an understanding about some stuff, I suppose. The biggest takeaway that I had from it was about the advertising that's associated around alcohol. That was my biggest, apart from the girl that wrote the book and her drinking issues, where I suppose I was in a bit shocked. So, but yeah, that was a good book. And then I read a few. I can't think of the other ones that I read. I kept a diary every day to make sure I ticked all the boxes.
What you ate, you made sure you wrote down your exercise, everything like that, your water.
Yeah. And the first couple of weeks is the hardest, but I found that as I went through it, and with all the things that we were doing, and we were spending probably more time together and talking to each other.
I'd finished working too towards the end of you doing it too.
So we would watch a lot of YouTube, and I would do my exercise, my indoor exercise, while we were watching YouTube. Generally, if I wasn't doing a exercise bike outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she never thought I was funny when she was on the exercise bike, and I'd make sure I'd make out I was running next to her and I'd wave at her. Never thought that was funny. God, I did though. Anyway.
Off the road, Gary.
Yeah, Gary's legged it. Oh. Little wallaby.
Yeah, so I found that my mental health, because we were suffering a lot, and then things happen, like in life, just things happen where, it doesn't go right, like a drone up a tree. Things can just happen, and I found that doing the 75 hard was helping that, to get into a more positive mental health side.
I think, can I just say here, I feel like either this could be misconstrued to a point of either the problems we had were just you and this was how you fixed it, or the problems we had was us. We both take full responsibility. However, that was one of your things you wanted to do to improve yourself first and foremost, because that's ultimately what 75 hard is. That then had a flow-on effect to improve us. I didn't want to do the 75 hard. I'm flat out, straight up, wasn't interested. Carnivore I'm not interested in because I like vegetables. Although I feel like as we're travelling, we've definitely taken on quite a bit of the carnivore in our travels. Crusader.
But you can't do it when you can read it.
But we've taken on some of the carnivore in our travels, which makes life generally easy.
Yes.
So,
Especially when we're travelling in the outback or in rural areas, as we had in our, what was it, in our shopping one? In the one in the outback store?
Yeah.
The options for, and we've seen it many a time, the options for fresh fruit and vegetables are not very good.
No.
And understandably, you can carry frozen stuff, but you can only carry so much frozen stuff as well. So it is a bit of a balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do all right.
Yeah.
One thing we never do is starve.
No.
I've got a good food store.
Yeah, so some of the things, I suppose, with the 75 hard was that we were working on things.
We're working on other stuff too, where we implemented it into our day as well. But also, towards when I finished work and everything like that, I started walking with you too.
Yeah.
Of a morning, so that was nice. It wasn't always successful, don't get me wrong. We, sometimes the walks were...
Like the hot springs at times where we were at opposite ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was, we worked through stuff, and it's no different to travelling. We're not always... What you see is what you get, ultimately. I don't think we BS about who we are or how we travel. Part of what we do this for is being transparent and honest, and we do. We have moments where, before we turn that little camera on, that we, it's an understanding of Gay might be like, this is what I want, and I'll be like, I thought it was this or whatever. So we do have elements of, but to me, that's part of life, and that's part of working through stuff, I suppose. Good times.
So the 75 hard, I think, also just with the thinking clearer, I suppose, because you're not putting sugars and other bits and pieces into your body, thinking clearer
What are
made
the
a
other
big
bits
difference.
and pieces you've been putting into your body?
Huh?
Doesn't sound right.
Sugar and carbs.
Oh, I see.
Vegetables.
Yeah, vegetables, yes. God, I love
Fruit.
veggies, but anyway.
I love my passion fruit. Oh, and luckily luckily, our passion fruit vine was not so successful this year.
No.
It was
Anyway, if anyone's ever heard of a passion vine hopper, we learnt. And we're both qualified as gardeners. Anyway, moving on.
So the passion fruit vine, when we got back last year, was looking magnificent. Oh,
Yeah.
We've had so many flowers and so many passion fruit.
It was healthy as.
It was healthy, and it was like, at $1 a passion fruit, we're going to be a millionaire. And
A buy drone.
next minute, and buy a new drone. And next minute, there was no vine.
No, just got decimated.
Yeah.
And we thought it was something else, so when I sprayed it, I just used a soapy
Soapy
spray.
water.
Yeah, and when I sprayed it, that was when I learnt about the passion vine hopper. Now I'd grown up seeing passion vine hoppers, and I didn't know what they were till then. How far out? Maps person? Because we're starting to see some mines. How far, beg your pardon?
9 kilometres.
Oh, there you go.
If you're stuck with us this far,
Yeah, well done.
okay. Oh, there goes Essential.
There's a lot, isn't there?
And
A big
a
truck. Look at us.
Oh, it's a big bus.
It is.
Drive bus.
Yeah, nice looking thing.
Yeah. Gary's still around.
Yeah, I think Gary might be a...
Yeah.
Forever
We're getting
thing for a
closer to Cobar, so there might be a bit more.
Well, we saw
houses.
some signs back there for mining and stuff, yeah.
Yes. And the landscape still looks the same.
Yep.
Although, have those poles, where did the electricity? Is that always
Not
been
sure when we started hitting power poles. I can see a tower too.
there? That doesn't mean much. Oh,
And we
it
must have
does.
internet. Ting!
So we also, with the 75 hard, some of the things that we were doing when we went to the hot springs, we were also doing, they had free
Yoga stuff, we'll call it.
meditation, so
Yeah.
yogi stuff,
Yes.
and we became yogis for a little bit.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and we did some meditation things,
We did some sauna, dry and wet, and
Yeah.
cold plunges. And
cold plunges. Part of it was also for the pickleball for me. I think that with pickleball, it takes a lot to learn. Obviously, the 10,000 hours thing, I suppose, and you're perfected or whatever. But there's so many different levels. It's just not hitting a ball back and forwards over the net and how hard you can hit it. It's got quite the strategy around it.
game of chess.
It's a game of chess. And there's some mining going on.
There is. So you're
Yes.
distracted.
So yes, I did it also to help with the pickleball, to get my mind in the right spot. But I really did struggle with some of it. It wasn't easy. And whilst we're travelling, I decided not to, even though I've got a little wee tiny pickleball paddle and ball to practice or to train with, it hasn't been brought out yet.
No.
No.
But I don't think, to be fair, I don't think we've had the great... We've not had a lot of downtime as such yet. We've sort of been travelling and we're in our holding pattern there for a while with road closures and then catching up with people and a few other little incidents that have happened.
Ooh,
Whereas now, Gay's worried about the dip.
the dippy floodway.
Whereas now we're travelling, I suppose.
Yeah.
We're true to where we're travelling, and now it's just a matter of where are we going to go and stuff. So we're sort of hoping over the next few days we'll call it bunker down for a few days and just spend a bit of time at one campsite, which will be good for both of us, but also Toby.
It's the one thing that we do struggle with. We don't necessarily, while we like the travelling, we're not keen on the one night here, one night there, one night everywhere else. And it takes us a while to, even if we're doing 1 hour's travel a day or 3 hours travel a day, it looks big, intimidating.
You're not
up
wrong.
the hill.
You're not wrong.
Hey? Whoosh. Yeah, so it takes up a lot of time, and then obviously at the moment I've got a couple of videos to edit, so it's time consuming, and that extra time that we can spend at camp. Highline.
Anyway.
That extra time that we can spend at camp makes all the difference.
But it's also too about solering up, powering things up, getting things, microphones, cameras, everything charged up. It all takes time. It's time we're willing to give up. Don't think I'm complaining or sooking la-la about. We're not great tourists.
No.
We like driving from point A to point B and getting to point B and spending time at camp and doing stuff around the van or Camilla and stuff like that, and spending time with each other and the dog. So, or Toby, because he doesn't know he's a dog. I'm not telling him. So, yeah. Life's good. We're so fortunate, and I think that's sometimes you get caught up in your own world and you forget to be so grateful for the opportunities to be able to do this alone. And we're blessed to get out and see this country of ours, even with Gary at the side of the road, stuff like that. So,
Well, we're getting closer. We're 5 minutes.
5
Probably
minutes. Less.
Yeah.
If it's anything like yesterday, there we are. Yeah, I think you are right. We are less.
So
You
we're
still
going
need
to be
to direct
stopping
me.
up here.
We are.
So if you've followed through with it for all of it, good
Well
on you.
done.
Thank you very much. If you've followed through for part of it, thank you very much, even though you might not have heard it. This is Cobar. We have arrived. Don't forget, if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below and we'll answer them in a driving vlog
It's here,
at some
isn't it?
stage. Yes. We are pulling in to the big sign where you might have seen this on a photo or two.
Yeah, how can I do it?
It's a popular little thing. Oh, look at all the water there.
Swimming pool. Do you want me to loop around then come back?
Yeah, well, they're taking photos. Oh, look. It was
Watch. We'll see if we can get it in the camera that's on the car. As I take out the little shelter and a yacht. Fancy seeing a yacht. Anyway, that doesn't seem odd.
Well, they're taking their selfies. They're not
Oh, yeah.
doing traffic management at the
No. No. There you go. The
That's
infamous
us.
Cobar. That is us. We'll stop here for a minute, then I'll move.
Yeah. Again,
Thanks
thank
for
you.
watching. Appreciate it. Thumbs up, all that sort of stuff.
We'll see you in the next video.